sitting in the best bakery on the island, and I can really recommend the donut and the apple cake and also the rest. Good morning, guys. I just finished the first session of the day. I did some hill reps here with Sebastian Kienle, and yeah, today I will take you along through a whole day of training. The first session was a set of 5 times 4 minutes up that hill into the headwind. It was tough, but it's a session I really like to do because it really gives you a lot of power into the legs. I don't do faster training, therefore I will have a first breakfast up in my room. That's mostly a porridge kind of thing, that's easy to digest. Then when I'm at training camp, I also use the buffet. So now we are here doing a second breakfast. Then obviously I'm doing another session, and I will always try to fuel this session very well. So I'm aiming for around 60 to 80 gram carbs per hour. That is quite a lot, so I don't empty my tank that much. Just done with our breakfast after the run, and we thought we could dive a little bit into our Whoop data since we both wore our Whoop.
We did some hill reps together, actually one of my favorite sessions, and we usually, I think we are pretty close with that. A little bit of headwind today. So what was your strain on this?
The strain of this run session was 15.3 for me.
For mine it was 17.4, which is definitely a little bit higher.
But I guess, I hid myself a little bit behind you in the headwind, so that made it maybe a little bit easier for me and a bit harder for you.
Yeah, hill reps is definitely quite a boost for the heart rate for sure. So I really sort of expected that.
I think I had 6 heartbeat records in this session this morning, so it was definitely tough.
Just out of interest, let's go one day back. You see that was the rest day, and for me it's always quite interesting because on the rest day my recovery score actually was just 65%, and one day later and a little bit of rest, it's back to almost 90%. So you definitely can see the clear impact of the rest.
Or maybe let's have a look at the whole week, because I just told my followers that I'm proud of this one. I continue to have a green strike.
Not so much for me, but it's actually not my goal to have a green strike. And I have to say, I have a little son with me. You don't.
But I have Philip with me. I have my coach with me. This can also be quite challenging.
Your strain and not harming it.
So my training rhythm here at the camp is basically a 3-to-1 rhythm. Meaning I train 3 days and then I have 1 easy day. So I'm just getting ready to head out on the bike. Today it's a 3-hour loop, and I will ride my favorite loop on the island. We will head into the mountains. I actually got some food for the chipmunks in my pocket, so hopefully they're waiting and they're hungry. Oh Mann. Ey, und Scheiß, normal kommen die angerannt wie sonst was.
At the moment we are in a typical winter training block with the perspective of racing South Africa Ironman. So it's obvious that we have to do some work towards an Ironman.
So coach agreed on a coffee and cake stop. So that makes me really happy. I can definitely recommend this donut. And I still have a piece of cake waiting for me. In my opinion, I'm currently sitting in the best bakery on the island. It's in Antigua, and I can really recommend the donut and the apple cake and also the rest. The bike is done. I had a little bit of time in between to recover, to fuel again. So in a perfect world, I would have between 2 and 3 hours of rest between sessions. This doesn't work all the time, but sometimes if it gets too busy, I would also just cancel a session if I don't feel like, ready enough to do it. So a typical rest day on training camp, and it's also pretty similar back home, would be trying to sleep in, so no alarm in the morning, then enjoying, a longer breakfast, do a bit of office work, and then a little bit of active movement, so either like a bit of strength and mobility training or a swim session, but definitely also focusing on some downtime for the body and mind. And I would say now it's actually time for me to get ready to jump into the pool. So, swim done. Last session of the day, it was 3.8k. Unfortunately, I got a little bit cold as the weather is not perfect today, but yeah, feels good to be done for today. So it's only dinner left, and yeah, thanks so much for following me along today. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next video. Bye.